Happy Tuesday or Thursday or whatever day of the week it is when you're watching this. I hope you're having a grand day or night, and let's go ahead and talk about this video. So as you can tell by the title, I am bringing you guys another Create a Sim family. This is the Bishop family, and the Bishop family are one of the most known spellcaster families in my personal save. I've been filling out a lot of traditional homes throughout Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest, and I spent a lot of time in San Myshuno, and what's the other one? Oh, Forgotten Hollow. And so now I'm kind of working on the whole spellcasters, and I kind of have already made households for the spellcasters, but I kind of wanted to refine some of them because I really wanted to bring in traditions and ordeals that I kind of just got through TV shows. So if you guys don't know, my favorite childhood TV show was Wizards of Waverly Place. I loved that show so much, and I think it ended really well. I feel like a lot of shows end they make you want more, but they're not ever going to give you any more because, they ended for whatever reason. But Wizards of Waverly Place wrapped up so nicely, and I was just very satisfied. I wanted more, but I was satisfied. And so, basically from that show, I had taken their idea of a family wizard, and then I've also recently been binge-watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joanne Hart, I believe is her name. And it's so good. It just makes me so content, so happy. I used to watch the reruns when I was younger, and now I'm watching them again on DVD because I have a DVD collection, and it's very nicely expanding, especially during this pandemic. So, anywho, from that TV show, I kind of took how they always have this idea of every witch family has a secret. They all have secrets, but then they have a secret you actually have to discover. Except in my game, you don't really have to discover it. So with this witch family, they have their house color, which is red. So they wear a lot of red. And also their basically secret is taken directly from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is you basically always, in that show, you always end up having an evil twin and a good twin. And basically you have to figure out which one's which. And then the good twin is always allowed to live in the mortal realm. And the evil twin has to basically go to the other realm, and they're basically prisoners. Which kind of sucks if you think about it. It makes sense, but it sucks because you can never have two good witches, really. Yeah, but anyways, it's a very interesting show. Love it a lot. So in this game, this household actually has two kids. They are twins, and one of them is evil and one of them is good. And I just thought it'd be really cool to implement that. So basically in this game, the Bishop family can only give birth to twins, and so they can have multiple sets of twins, but they always give birth to twins. That's their thing. And then one is always going to be good and one is always going to be evil. And basically for all of my spellcaster families, when they come of age, as in when they become young adults on their birthday, they have to have a magic duel with their twin. And so the best out of three is the one who is deemed the family wizard and is able to keep their powers. And the one who isn't has to become mortal and give them up. And so that's how I combined both of those ones. And I think it's really cool and really fun. And then also to incorporate Get Together in the club system, I've also made for all of my occults, I have 2 councils. So for my basically the adults, the young adults, the adults, and the elders, they are all in one council of an occult, and they are basically the grand council or whatever. So for instance, if you guys know Vladislav or Vladislaus Stroud, that comes with Forgotten Hollow, he is always the leader of my vampire council, and basically one person from each family line is allowed to be on the council. And they don't really do anything in particular. They're kind of just all high and mighty vampires who just hang out and get to know each other and stuff. But I like the idea of there being a council for each occult. And then the other club that I have for each occult is the children. And so they're teenagers and children. And they all kind of get together with one another, mostly because a lot of my occults don't know the other occults if I don't do it this way. And I like to think that the vampire kids can at least know who each other are. So that's one reason why I do the club system. And also they like learn the craft together and they can be friends and stuff like that. And I really love that. So I like to do that in any save I make from now on. But yeah, so that's a cool thing. Stay tuned. I'll have more spellcaster families coming out. I'll have to actually work hard to come up with some interesting secret or something. But it's really cool. And I kind of can't wait to kind of see where it goes. And especially in this family, this is Nicola and this is the mother. And for this family, like, the thing is, like, what's it called? Spellcasters and mortals could be together, but I decided to make both of the founders, like, spellcasters just for the sake of it, so they can kind of teach their kids, like, both of them. But in the future generations, like, there most likely will be, like, you know, a mixing of, I don't know, species, I guess. It's not really species. I feel like that's a weird way to say it. But, like, occults and mortals. But, like, yeah. So, anyways, you will soon see Nicola and Ricardo's children. We have, what are their names? I always remember, okay, the girl's name is Beatrice and the boy's name is Harrison. And they're so adorable. And like Harrison's so good natured, it's wonderful. So Harrison is like my good, like the good twin. He's very good natured. The only real thing he understands about his identity is that he's a spellcaster, but he's still trying to find himself, but he kind of pushes it off because he just wants to focus on trying to be the best spellcaster he can be. As for his sister, Beatrice, she is very much focused on honing her craft as a spellcaster, especially for mischievous magic. And she basically is the one presumed in the family to win the family wizard competition on their birthday. Like, obviously, it's not set in stone. It's really, I don't know how, like spellcasters win in magic duels. Like, I don't know if it's a luck thing, a numbers game, or if it's like you really just have a certain amount more skill than the other. I don't exactly know. So yeah, because basically they're all basically on the same level right now. And so, because obviously I haven't cheated the parents yet and I just kind of made them, but Beatrice and Harrison are on the basic amateur level together, and they did do a practice duel and Harrison won. And I was kind of shook, especially because Beatrice was the one who instigated it, so that was unexpected. But yeah, anyways, if you guys haven't, checked out my Instagram, which if you haven't, you should. It's at the right summer. It's always linked down below and on my channel. So go ahead and check it out because I have a lot of, posts on there. I'm doing better at posting. And I kind of mostly like to either tell you about upcoming videos I'm doing or personal gameplay that I play that I want to share with you guys. It's basically a lot of family photos and trying out poses and stuff. But anyways, I have been watching a lot of Mira Ray's videos and I really wanted to start a royalty let's play. And so I'm thinking about doing that. And so I've been working on like a little save for the royalty let's play. And so far, I obviously want to have like a royal family for basically, if not every world, almost every world, because some worlds are really small. And so I may like have like other kingdoms kind of like take over other worlds as an addition to the land and stuff. But the Bishop family, I ended up giving them a teeny bit of a makeover because I made them the royal family of the spellcasters just because they are like the first one that I kind of refined and made. And I just thought it would be very interesting, especially because when they like rule a kingdom, it's always going to be whatever one ends up being the family wizard. So there's going to be some generations where they have like a wonderful like monarch, and there's going to be other ones where they have like a terrible tyrant, and we're just going to have to see how it's going to end up. But I think that's really cool and really wild, so I'm really excited about that. And then I have also did a makeover. I don't remember if I did a creative sim for my Marlowe family. If not, you can totally check out like their family pictures on my Instagram. But I gave them like an update and I made them, and now they are like the monarchs of the Oasis Springs family, like the Oasis Springs royalty basically. And so they're the king and queen, and it's super cute because like I obviously saw them in the traditional sense as like a basically nice wealthy-ish family in Oasis Springs and like one of my saves, but now they're like, it's so cute because like the matriarch is now like a queen legitimately, and her husband's a king, and I just think it's adorable. It's like, oh, when like the mom was just chilling it, living her best like mom life, and now she's literally a queen. I just think it's cute. And they have like, an heir to their throne, which is Cassian, and then they have a little daughter named Harper. I was gonna be like, her name's Princess. No, her name is Princess Harper, but she's super cute. And Then I think I may have had made another. Oh, and then for like the royal family of like Forgotten Hollow, it is, what is it, like Count Vladislav Stroud. I don't know how to pronounce it. I already fumbled over my words, but yeah, he is basically the king of Forgotten Hollow, and his daughter Emilia is the heir to the throne. And I believe I made a makeover of them. Actually, maybe I didn't. But I did make over them. But I didn't really show you guys. But basically, if you want to check them out, they're on my gallery as well. But basically, Vladislav I thought was really boring. And so one day I like went into him and I thought it'd be funny because he's basically, to me, he like seems like he's supposed to be the super evil, dark, super powerful, long-living, like grand master vampire, and he's like super important, and so I thought it'd be funny to give him 3 daughters, and so he's like 3 daughters and a cat, and I thought it'd be funny because it just like softens him up, and you know, the contrast and all, and so like yeah, and it's like wild because obviously like they don't have like a mother per se, so they all just look like a lot like him. And it's a little much sometimes, but I think it like worked out. You know, it's kind of cute. But like, yeah, so we have like Emilia, who is a teenager right now, and she's she's the heir to the throne. And then there's her younger sister, Vinny, who is like the biggest tomboy. She's such a gamer. She just wants to like make friends, have fun, and she's kind of wild. Like she's just a child. But she really, like, she just wants to take over the world. Like, that's always been, like, her vision. And in my old save, like, that was, like, whatever. But, like, now, in, like, a monarch type save, it's like, oh, that's gonna be, like, some conflict or something. And then they have a younger sister who's a toddler, and her name's Priscilla. And she's just content being a little princess because that's just who she is at heart, you know? She just likes her wealth, you know? She doesn't really care about the rest of that stuff. But it's pretty funny. Oh, and going back to my whole, like, vampire council thing, the way that each family, like, determines who is on the council is by, basically having the kids duel. Usually it'll most likely just be the oldest, but if there's more than, like, one at the same, like age stage, time span or whatever, they'll just have to duel for the spot. Like, it could either be the oldest, or if the other ones actually want a chance, like, you know, you wait till they're older and then they can duel for it. But yeah, so that's kind of how I make my, like, club councils work. Anyway, here's our cute little family photo. Feel free to see their monarch versions on my Instagram. Thank you guys for dealing with me throughout this. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a like. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future, and I hope you subscribe. I also hope you have a grand day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!